Alright, welcome back everyone to Phasmophobia. So today, as you can see by the stream title, we're not gonna be doing the weekly challenge. Today's weekly challenge is one that I don't really like. It's essentially the opposite of last week's. It's a zero sanity, really aggressive ghost, and I personally don't feel ready to do a challenge like that. So we are gonna continue how we were playing with what essentially... Oh, it got reset, yes. Professional loadout with the fuse box on. That's what we're gonna do. Which was what we were doing the last couple of streams. And yeah, today the plan is to go at the three larger maps: Prison, Brownstone and Sunny Meadows. But to warm up, I am going to do one Sunny Meadows restricted investigation, just as a warm up.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Right, so
We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
which variant is this? It's the hospital wing. Downstairs and to the left. First thing we're gonna do is open the door and go back to the truck. Because now ghost orbs can spawn, so we can check if we see any ghost orbs in the cameras that we have here. Technically the hospital wing can't have ghost orbs, but if the ghost were to open one of the doors, we theoretically could see ghost orbs, I think. But at least in the chapel or the foyer, we'd be able to see some. Us being here also gives the rooms some time to cool off. Since this is starting with the breaker on, it's going to start at 20 degrees. So it'll be easy to notice what the ghost room is. Don't seem to be getting any ghost storms at these cameras, but doesn't mean anything. The ghost could still very well be in one of these rooms. It doesn't seem to be in this side room or in this. Doesn't seem to be in the chapel, so it is downstairs in the hospital wing. It's only this one that's open. It is not in this office. Yeah, now we get onto the hospital wing itself. Is it in the padded room? It is not. Obviously, no, it could have been in the padded room if it interacted with the door. Not in this little supply closet. Okay, so now we're in the hospital wing itself, so if the ghost hunts, we are screwed because that door will lock. We will be stuck in here. Oh, hold on. hallway is colder, which means that the ghost has been walking around here. Might be closer to the end. Yeah, seems to be closer to the end. Oh, it's here. So this... Okay, that's what the ghost interacted with. We saw in the activity monitor that it did interact with something. So there doesn't seem to be any ghost orbs. I'm gonna leave this camera here. Temps also seem to be taking a while to go down. Probably because the ghost is walking around the hallway. Okay, now we're gonna go get some stuff back. Alright, so if the ghost hunted now, we'd be rather safe because we wouldn't be stuck. We'd be able to at least hide down here. Maybe even get up here and hide in one of the offices. Don't actually know if the hiding spot there is open, but... actually reconfirm. Not that we can see much, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's orbs. I'm going to take the other crucifix just so we put it just outside the room as another precaution. Hold on, let me... How much sanity have I lost? I lost 10%. So that's reasonable when it comes to finding a ghost here. I'd say out of all my investigations in this map, that's about how much I lose. So yeah, we do have a hiding spot here. Okay, so... While I do doubt we'd be able to get up here, but alone into that room, if it does happen, we do have a hiding spot there. We also might have a hiding spot in the morgue. I'm not actually sure if the morgue is available. Is it this one? No, it's the next one over. So it turns the light off. How are temps looking? Still rather hot. Doesn't seem like it's going to be freezing temps, but it might just be walking around a lot outside. I think this is enough to start crossing off some things. Let's cross off ghost orbs. That's the only, I suppose, guarantee we can cross off. Okay, let me check. Do we have the morgue available? This is the way upstairs, that's blocked. The morgue is available. And the ghost seems... Maybe? Does this room not... Oh, it does have a light switch. The ghost seems to have walked all the way to the morgue at one point. So... Maybe not necessarily walked, but maybe Maybe the ghost has a larger interaction range, like the twins. Or it could just very well be a ghost that is walking around a lot, but I feel like the larger interaction range is more plausible at this moment, with the lack of evidence we have. So that's another... Okay, we did go around a bit in that hallway and in the morgue, so of course our sanity would have dropped a bit. I think now the best thing to do is go check for UV with the salt, recheck temps, and then when we get back, maybe heal our sanity. I think that would be the more appropriate course of action. Okay. Temps are still lower in here. Oh, it has gone to freezing. And let's see. It did one step. Doesn't look like it left UV. Lopaki is not on the list, so it is tending towards twins. What would a lack of book writing give us? It would give us twins and Oni. Both of them would have EMF 5. Twins would have Spirit Box. I don't think it tip steps. But yeah, Ubaki and Mimic aren't on the list anymore, so UV is completely ruled out. At the beginning there, that interaction it did seem like an EMF 5, so no matter what, because of the evidence we have ruled out, it is EMF 5. We just need to know if it's dots or if it's Spirit Box. And I think we'd have seen dots already. So I'm banking more on Spirit Box. So let's go back up. Let's take some pills and we're gonna check Spirit Box. Because obviously the larger interaction range of the twins would pretty easily explain how it interacted with the lights in the morgue. It's the larger twin. Like it can do an interaction close by, like a regular ghost, or one a bit further away. I believe in small maps it's about 10 meters. Larger maps might be 15 or 20. Not sure. We're not gonna take the pill just yet. Let's see what we have here. Photo of the ghost. I'm not really keen on doing any of them. Take a smudge in case things get screwed up. So yeah, we're gonna go back down and we're gonna pop this pill on the way down. Like, about when we enter the hospital wing. Also as a thing that is basically ruling out Oni events. We haven't gotten one. Obviously, events are pure RNG, so you can get an Oni that doesn't do a single event, but it does feel unlikely, so I'm banking more on the idea that it is the twins. Or maybe I was wrong. Oh, ghost writing. Ooh, that... That really throws a curveball around. I was really banking on it being the twins. Unfortunate. We'd have to check the dots. It can't be anymore. MF5 or Spirit Box, so... You know, evidence seemed pretty solid that it was gonna be the twins. And I suppose it really did just walk all the way to the morgue. Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you here? Where are you? Are you old? Are you pizza? Are you grandma? Right, so it doesn't seem to be Spirit Box. Obviously the ghost could be outside the room. But that first interaction did seem like an EMF5 on the board, so... Banking more on it being East Fade, especially considering that it only wrote in the book when we were outside. So... I think that's what we are going to go with. It is pretty interesting to see, maybe on larger maps, because that hallway is like, the entire hallway is one room. It can't just walk around the entire hallway. Haven't exactly played the large maps enough to know how they work. Maybe roaming is room-based and not distance-based, I'm not sure. It did seem odd, it turning on the light switch in the morgue, but I believe the room we're in is this one. So I can see the ghost walking to the morgue and turning on a light, even if I think it's unlikely. Because I highly doubt that the morgue light starts on. Like, no light starts on in the map. And yeah, we left and it immediately threw the camera. Yeah, I believe... Like, we haven't gotten an actual confirmation of the MF5, but we didn't get Spirit Box. Again, the ghost could have been outside the room. And I'll admit, I haven't been lucky with my few recent investigations here over the weekend. I don't think I've gotten a single ghost right. Purely because I'm doing it like fast instead of just getting all the evidence, but this feels solidly like a shade. If it is a Morite, then GG, you tricked me.
Welcome back.
Right.
I've got some jobs ready
And
for
here
you.
I was convinced that it was twins. Alright, so now that warm-up is done. So now we start at the larger maps. And we're gonna start by what's objectively the worst of all the large maps. Because it's not considered a large map. Prison is considered a medium map, which means that our sanity will drain the same as in Sunny Meadows Restricted, despite Prison being a map that's, I believe, in terms of walkable area, larger than the complete Sunny Meadows. So it's a bit unbalanced. Prison has... You can see that Sunny Meadows has 69 rooms and High School has 58, while Prison has 29. That is the reasoning behind it being a medium map. Issue, while Prison does have 29 rooms, I'd say about 8 of them are actually not 8 rooms, but about 24 prison cells that are considered 8 rooms. And then you've got like 3 more ghost rooms that are ginormous, which are the prison blocks and the cafeteria. So overall, it's the worst. Hopefully we get a ghost that's in a relatively good place.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
So yeah, we can look at what I was saying better here.
We've had reports of violence,
So,
and it looks like they left in a hurry.
like this entire run, like this entire block here is one single ghost room. These 8 prison cells are one single ghost room. These 6 prison cells and that generator room are one single ghost room. Cafeteria, one single ghost room. The right side, same. Up here you've got the left half, including the prison cells, one ghost room. The right half, including prison cells, another ghost room. The ghost rooms here are gigantic and really badly defined. If you counted every single one of those prison cells as a separate room, it would almost definitely have the same or even more ghost rooms than high school. But unfortunately, they are not separate ghost rooms. So the really bad part about prison is getting a ghost in one of these rooms, because if you do get a ghost in one of these rooms, then don't even bother taking a crucifix in. Like, don't even... both crucifixes. Tier 3, not even tier 2, tier 3. You can't even cover a fraction of the room. And if the ghost is walking around the entire room, like, let's say, this prison block, if the ghost is walking around this entire area, then you can forget the crucifix. Like, it is gonna hunt, whether you like it or not. And it is going to hunt relatively fast, because this is considered a medium map. And medium maps drain your sanity faster than large maps. So yeah, pretty unbalanced. Personal opinion, it doesn't even need a rework in terms of like the rooms themselves and maybe a couple more interactables and whatnot. It just needs better defined ghost room. It just needs all the cells to be a different ghost room. And maybe have, like, you can see there are two little green dots there. Those are outside doors. They're the doors to the basketball court. So like in high school, that doesn't connect back to the front. Like, that's just a safe area for going quickly between one half of the prison, and like, that is good. It serves the same purpose that it does in high school. But if they wanted to spice up the map a little bit, they could make that outside corridor be a possible ghost room, or maybe not the particles all the way, but the basketball court at the top. They could make it a ghost room. I honestly wouldn't mind that a whole lot. I have lost myself. Okay, here it is. I hope the little headlight is enough. We might need to take an actual flashlight. But the process here is the same as in Restricted Sunny Meadows. We open the door and then we come back here to check if ghost orbs have appeared anywhere. So the entrance doesn't seem to have any ghost orbs, but it could take a while for them to appear. The main hallway I don't think can be a ghost. Actually, I don't usually keep the Phasmo sheet open, but I am going to open it here on prison just to confirm. Okay, so yeah, this main hallway can't be a ghost room, neither can this main hallway, but we could see if the ghost interacted with anything in A block and B block, like the entrances through there. This is the worst part. These are the bad rooms. We do not want to see any activity in these ones. Not a ghost orb, not a door sliding. We don't want to see anything here. That's... oh no. Oh, jeez. I was gonna say, like, that light up there, oh yeah, that's the outside light, but that's a light turned on in the control center. And I don't think that's because of the generator. I think the ghost has turned on a light there. Oh no. Yeah, generator isn't even on that side. That's B block. Oh jeez. Right, so let's go check where that ghost is. Ribbon is the light switch. That's... please let me be wrong. You know what? I might be wrong. It's these computers. Oh, thank think the Phasmo gods, it was just these computers. Okay, I did not know they were that bright on camera. Right, so thankfully the ghost doesn't seem to be here. At least not in that part. It has passed enough time for the ghost to have lowered the temperature, whatever it is. Okay, since it doesn't seem like it's there, I am going to go back to the truck. We're gonna check the last couple cameras. We didn't check, which are the cameras upstairs. I do think I heard something for the left side of the map. Okay, so, but yeah, note to self, those computers are really bright. Yeah, but maybe I could distinguish. Okay, yeah, it seems pretty distinguishable with the light on, actually. Okay, let's look. The infirmary hallway is a valid ghost room, and it is another one that's rather large. Doesn't seem to be any ghost orbs. Cafeteria. The cafeteria is another one of the please kill me ghost rooms. So, I don't want to see any activity there. This is the basketball court I was talking about. Like that little strip of land between the two entrances. That could be fine as a non-ghost room. But maybe the basketball court could be a ghost room whenever they inevitably touch up this map, or hopefully touch up this map. So this is the main half of the main hallway. Now, call me crazy, but is that an outside light in a block? This is the end. Could be the entrance light. Could be simply what was I looking at? I was looking at this one. Let's see, where is that camera? It's that camera there. So that light does seem to be from the entrance. It does seem to be the light that we turned on. Ghost orbs in the office hallway. The office hallway can't be a ghost room, but it is close by to a couple of ghost rooms. Alright. Okay, so that's cool. That's awesome. Which one is this camera? This one is the one that's pointing at the infirmary. Cam 11. It's cam 11. So the ghost is in the toilet. Let's see this hallway camera. This one is camera 12. So I don't see anything in camera 12, but we did see a ghost orb. Yeah, there it is, little tiny ghost orb. And yeah, just from going inside and checking the block, we did lose 5 sanity. So, but the ghost room seems to be manageable. It looks like possibly the office toilet. So let's try our luck. Go through up here. Turn on these lights. Delta room reference. It is in the toilet. manageable-ish ghost room. So that was the interaction, yes. There's the ghost orbs. Got dirty water all around. No, not like that. Like this. No. This. Yeah, that works. Let's check temps. Might be freezing. Is not freezing. We did take a while, but it also took a while. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one closer to there. We're gonna take the second crucifix. So a tier 3 would have covered that entire room, but a tier 2 just barely misses a couple of stalls. We've got hiding spots over there, we've got hiding spots in front of here. Hopefully we've got the hiding spots, I should say. It's a ghost event. 3 videos. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. I'm going for the PI, the perfect investigation. Those objectives seem manageable. Outer room. Right, so gonna plot this one. See, that we don't like. Let's recheck temps. Doesn't seem to be tending toward freezing. Hopefully those 2 crucifixes should be enough to cover the room, but I'll be honest, I wouldn't doubt that it just barely misses a bit of the room and the ghost can still hunt. Hopefully not. Oh, that takes care of one of them. Now, Jessica Thompson. It can still be a Banshee or a Diane. Let's check our little thing here. Well, we should put a sound sensor in there. Would open the door. Open one of the stalls. See, that seems like pretty solid confirmation, but I'll have to check it out. Let's pop some pills. And let's take photocam. Photocam will be useful. And if it's an Obake, we can get 2 pictures for the price of 1. With the UV. If it is a Diane, then I have no clue how the Diane works yet. I don't think I've actually gotten one. If I have, I've never had it be in hunting range. That's not enough to confirm anything. If it is an Obake, then it would have absolutely ended the timer for for the UV. I'm gonna keep myself here a bit, just to see if we can catch it doing anything. Alright, we will temporarily roll out UV, just on the off chance that it is no backing. Okay, that feels like enough solid evidence to rule out Obake, so UV is ruled out. It's like one salt, maybe the Obake used its secondary ability to hide the UV, but two salt? Like, that's a lot of steps for it to hide. It's only a 25% chance. But even so, let's... So that feels like pretty odd. Okay, so those doors, maybe it was me interacting, but I feel like I could deconfirm that one. But let's actually confirm, because we did take some pills. So if our sanity is absolutely tanked, then it is a Yurei. And if our sanity is still high, then it's not a Yurei. Simple as that. Right, so our sanity is high, so Yurei deconfirmed. We're banking on that EMF 5, so let's take these inside. Let's also take this one. Now, see, that's a proper EMF 5. Like, 2 EMF 5 interactions. Like, that ghost is working. So we do need to get it to a lot of firelight, but let's just see our evidence first. We've got time. Especially because we have healed up, so it's unlikely that that ghost is going to try and hunt for a while. Let's see our luck. That feels like solid enough evidence to rule out writing. Keep this here, just in case. Let's see our luck. Where are you?
It's far and wide.
Okay. So that is Spirit Box. And if it is EMF 5, then it's a Diane. Let's check our... Like I was saying, let's check our temps. High, so freezing is out. Yokai would be dots, Diane would be EMF 5. Might still be active. No, it is not active. We just missed that. Let's see how things are looking. Okay, so we needed to bloody firelight, and we need a couple more pictures, so I'm gonna take that camera with me, back down. We're gonna snap some pics of the cursed objects, hopefully. Well, I'm at it. Let me actually see, because I know that the main thing of the Diane is that during hunts, if it is close to a player, its hunt speed depends on whether the player is moving or not. Its hunt sanity is a bit volatile, but essentially 50%. And it doesn't seem to have any other ghost abilities besides that. But it can hunt at 65 if you're walking around. Doesn't seem like we'll be dropping to 65 anytime soon. So I say we look a bit here. Actually, we should... not that one. This one and this one. And we can get a photo of the cursed object. And the rest. Maybe if it does another event, a photo of it. It maybe picks up the book to throw it, photo of the book. We don't have UV, so we can't take a photo of that. We don't have freezing time, so we can't take a photo of that. We can take a photo of the EMF. But we don't have books, so no photo of that. A lot of stuff we don't have. A lot of photos. Okay, so music box. Oh, we do also need the bone for the perfect game. That is another photo we can take. But we'd have to actually find the bone. And a little insight at my experience. Last year, or maybe a year and a half ago, me and a friend did a self-imposed challenge where we got the game in all Phasmophobia maps, and prison was the only one where we didn't finish it like completely. We were only able to finish prison in 0 sanity because we could never find the bone without the ghost killing us. So we never actually finished that one, that challenge, because of that. Maybe this is the time to redeem myself. That does mean I have to get a couple more things. Okay. Oh, I did get it, but easy to repeat. It's not a repeat. So let me get this ready. Looked here, and the bone is not here. Just want to see if I can get... I still need 2 more videos, and we need the ghosts to blow out this firelight. Let me check. Where did they drop off the EMF reader? Oh, that might have been the ghost, actually. I hear that EMF5, it's up here. Okay, so it is a Diane. That is confirmed. We still need one more video. More photos. One of the photos can be of the bone. The last one, well, I think it's obvious what the last photo is gonna end up being. No, actually, instead of... let's actually do useful stuff. Let's look for the bone. Oh, no, that's a door. We've got videos of the door. No, I didn't bring any defenses with me, so... gonna be banking on the crucifixes working. Just a quick look around. Hopefully we have a big bone that we can actually see. Obviously I can and should turn on the occasional light to preserve sanity, but we don't want to blow the breaker. See, that would be a horrible place to get a bone. Down there at the cafeteria. I can't even begin to think what the amount of time it would take me to find a bone there. I don't think the bone can be on the beds. Might be misremembering. Fixes are still intact-ish. Really? When I'm not looking? Do it again quickly. Then I can focus on re-getting the bone. Thank you. Now this is gonna be the long part. By the time we're finished with the bone, the ghost will have probably burnt the crucifix. Hopefully we won't have actually been able to hunt. But that depends purely on if we get the bone relatively fast. We take a very long time to find the bone, then just as a security measure, I am going to get some smudge sticks in, and I'm going to check my sanity. My sanity is still rather high, it is still at 80. And since we're not going to be upset for a while, the ghost will need to be at 50 to hunt. We try and find the bone. Hopefully, again, it's a big bone and I don't overlook it. Because while obviously I should be careful looking everywhere for the bone, if it is a small bone, there is a more than 50% chance that I'll just not process that I saw the bone. Just think it was like a sponge on the floor, especially in a large map such as this. No light in here? That's just mean. The main issue is the bone could be anywhere in the prison. As long as it's on a walkable surface. Well, technically on a surface that the ghost can walk in. Well, I should have expected that. At least I know where the breaker is. That's the other issue about prison being a medium map. Not enough lights. I should turn these on. Just for my own safety. The bone can be inside any one of these cells, it can be inside, like, in any hall. But if the ghost can walk on it, the bone can be there. Every single square centimeter of it. And when I did this with a friend, I did fail. Now, because I did that with a friend, our sanity drained even faster. That is what happens in multiplayer. Sanity drains even faster than in single player. Make up for the fact that you've got more people. But even then, oh, thank the Phasmo gods. Bone. Now we just need a photo of that damn crucifix. our sanity is going to be absolutely tanked by the time we get back. Hopefully that's enough for the ghost to burn the crucifix, but not actually hunt. Because if it doesn't, we are SCREWED. Yeah, we are screwed. Okay, so door is open. Hopefully our sanity is tanked enough for the ghost to have burnt the crucifix. It's not. It's not tanked enough for the ghost to have burnt the crucifix. So let's find a hiding place. Leave this camera here. Although Diane's ability actually works with absolute distance, so it does work through floors. Me walking around here should actually, well, if I was right below the room, it should make the Diane hunt. Now I need an actual hiding spot. And actual hiding spots, realistically only upstairs, but maybe if it ends up hunting, we can hide out either here if it does end up hunting, we have this little outside sliver. We're just trying to get our sanity down. Okay, I'm just gonna walk around that side here, just to explore. Like, my sanity here doesn't drain, and the ghost can't hunt. Nothing happens here. This is considered outside, but you can't actually walk back to the front. Just want to look here, because this is an entire area that exists here, but doesn't have a purpose. Like, what's the purpose? Oh, you can throw the ball and maybe land in the hoop, like that. But there's nothing here. So, obviously the Phasmo devs will never see this. But I just want to leave it out there. When they eventually, maybe many years from now, do touch prison and do update it, this should be a ghost room, or maybe two ghost rooms, maybe like a left or right side, in case it's too big. But it should be a ghost room. Like, this hallway, like, obviously this hallway should not be a ghost room, it should be like the hallways in Sunny Meadows. But you should be able to, like, the ghost should be able to walk around out here. I'm not gonna say, like, there is, like, these gates here, so maybe you could have, like, an entrance to the front or something, but let's be realistic. Now, when we get back, eventually I am going to have to turn off my light, just in case it does hunt. Maybe... Oh, it wasn't enough. That was not enough for it to try to hunt. Gonna try my luck, but at the sanity I'm at, me moving near the room, me walking near the room, will be enough to trigger a hunt. And let's hope that it is still here and it hasn't changed ghost rooms, because it can do that. It seems to still be here. I'm moving around, you need to hunt. Well, not hunt, but burn the crucifix. I know you can. Alright, thank you for that. That works for me. I should have smudged, actually, to prevent it from hunting, but we got lucky. We got lucky. Oh, haven't felt like that in a while. I don't think it could actually hunt during the event, so I do think that is why we were able to get out. So those are all checked, those are all unique, those are all unique, those are all unique. And we picked up the bone. Got me smudge to calm myself down and maybe overdose a bit. Ooh. Now I am feeling really shaken right now. I haven't felt this way in a Phasmo game in quite a while, which does make sense because I haven't played large maps in a while. But it does mean... You know, let's get back to the lobby. And we've got all the evidence to say that it is, for certain. Hey, Diane. Let's get back to the lobby. And in the meantime, maybe I'll calm down.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
That is fantastic to see. No one walks, that's unfortunate. Ooh. We might need to do a wind down investigation before we do another large map. Because I am shaking pretty bad. The nerves do get to you. Okay, but let me breathe a little bit. I don't need to worry about getting hunted right now. So we did do a lot of high school. We did 3 rounds of high school last week because of the weekly challenge. And those were friendly ghosts, like the ghosts could not hunt in those. That was the weekly challenge. So, while obviously I do intend on doing an actual round in high school, I have been debating, should I do high school like this stream, and that's like our LG? Because high school, I doubt I'm gonna go for the perfect game. So the moment we know what the ghost is, it's floating out of there. Like, that's it. But the reason I'm thinking about it is because would I want... I feel Sunny Meadows should get its own stream. Like, we've been doing Sunny Meadows Restricted, so I think right now we need a little bit of a familiar space to wind down for a tiny little bit. One quick round of Tanglewood, and then we'll do high school.
We've arrived.
So Catherine
Check your
Young,
equipment
so
and get
cannot
set up before
rule out
investigating.
Rashi and Diane.
I've got a report that suggests a possible ghost sighting.
Excuse me. Had a yawn. Oh, you know what? Let me check the Kinetic Games blog real quick. I think they changed up how it looks like. Looks pretty cool now. That's not what I want to check. Alright, so early 2026 is all it says about the Tanglewood rework. I do believe they might have said Q1 2026, but I'm not sure. Like, don't quote me on that. They might have said Q1 2026, so I am expecting the character customization and the Tanglewood rework to come somewhere between April and May, but obviously they should take the time they need. Oh. Good thing. I know I said quick round, but I'm expecting that. I don't think I'm even gonna get time to wind down with a round like this. Get these in. Really, I'm out of breath. I don't like that. Why is there an EMF to... Why was there an EMF? It evented. Okay, that's a lot of interactions, and it interacted with the... Those were two interactions really close, really far, like really close in time, relatively far away from each other. Now that would mean absolutely nothing, but it is interesting to note, because I think it messed with the breaker. Like, maybe it does have range. Like, standing here, maybe it does have... You know, that seems pretty large of a range for it to touch the breaker. Twinsies? Wait, let's see. Ghost orbs. Mimic. Mimic would have given me ultraviolet. Alright, so we can't rule anything out yet. Could be a really active Thay. Let's take the other crucifix in. Let me take this, because I do think it might be something, but I can actually I can confirm this in the Phasmo cheat sheet. I do believe that was a rather large interaction range. So yeah. That is really large. It interacted with the breaker. And oh, it's a minute. Let's see. We didn't get UV there. Like, maybe it was just walking around. Right, so I have absolutely no idea what the hell is going on. What I do know is I need to poke up, because if it is a thing, it is gonna hunt immediately. So that's a 5, or is it a 4? No, it's a 3. What the hell? How many ghosts is this? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you here? Are you... Are you important? The ghost storms are still here. What the hell is this ghost? Why is it doing everything and nothing at the same time? Not what I wanted it to do. That's not what I wanted you to do. Jesus. Alright, I'll be frank with y'all. I have absolutely no idea what's going on in this investigation. I wanted this to be a fast one, but it turned out to be a strange one. That is a lot of events. And Luna is not on the list. You know what? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go, Faye. I have absolutely no idea what this investigation is. Deeply confusing. Unreal.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
I've got absolutely no clue what the hell happened. Why was it interacting so far away? Like, why did... I've got no clue what the hell happened. Because I distinctly heard a metal door closing. That had to be in the garage, but the garage was out of interaction range. You can't tell me this stupid ghost walked all the way from the foyer to the living room, then through utility, and then interacted with the gap. No, that's that highly unlikely. I don't believe that. Because there are no other metal doors there. It's just the breaker, which is within audible range, and the lockers, which I don't think are in audible range. And it didn't turn off the breaker. So what the hell happened here? What? Time out of favorite room. 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Distance traveled, 286 meters. See, you can't really tell anything from that. Like, was it walking around the boy bedroom? Or did it go for a walk in the garage? I know ghosts can sometimes do long roams, but that seems like a pretty long roam. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, let's do our LG in Brownstone. Let's check our luck.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
So another
New
fantastic
intel.
ghost
Reports
that
of
we
light
can't
switching.
rule out Banshee
Possibly
and
harmless,
Diane.
but be careful out there.
Let's get the doors open. Let's check for orbs. Oh, and it's a perfect LG. You know, I realize now that I have forgotten. I forgot to take a photo of the prison for the thumbnail. Who knows, maybe I'll do a screen cap. Look like something that happened in the game. Maybe one of the events that Diane did. Maybe me looking. Maybe me finding the bone. Who knows? But let's check if we can see anything. So Brownstone is similar to prison in that the hallways cannot be ghost rooms. So like these corridors cannot be ghost rooms. But then you've got a couple of ginormous ghost rooms. But if you want to hear my opinions about this map and its ghost rooms, you can check last week's VOD on my YouTube channel. It's got a, if I remember correctly, a very extensive review that I did about this map. So I'm not gonna touch on that right now. I'm just going to see if we can catch any doors opening. So that's the outside. Or maybe a ghost orb through the wall, like in prison. That's the outside. Lost my mouse. There it is. You might need a brighter color. That is the outside. Once more. Not seeing outside any ghost orbs. Not through a wall, not through a door, obviously not through a window. That is pretty bright, actually. Obviously it can't be outside. They could do something. No, I don't think I touched on this outside part last week, but same thing as I said with prison. Like, this only serves the purpose of safely going from one half of the map to the other. So like, that's fine if they want to keep it like that. But if they want to do like a small outside section, they also could. So I'm not seeing any ghost orbs. Alright, so let me get this straight before I go inside looking for the ghost. And let me really reaffirm that. If the ghost is in the basketball court, I am leaving this investigation. Plain as day. If the ghost is inside the basketball court, I am leaving. Oh, why did I bring UV? I want the thermal. That's pretty cool. Sunrise has got to be the best weather in Phasmophobia. I'm sorry. This is just beautiful. God. This one would also be a horrible room to get. Fortunately, this time around, the ghost can and will hunt. And by this time around, I'm talking about compared to last week's weekly challenge. before I do any deep dive into the rooms, let's check the hallways. Because the hallways where the ghost, like if the ghost is in a room and it walks around the hallway, that hallway will be colder. Not by a lot, but it will be. It will be noticeable. It'll be, imagine like at 18 or 19 degrees. Really? That little? You know, for a large map, I thought you'd be able to turn on more lights. Now, see, that 18 there was because the breaker was turned off. Not necessarily because the ghost is walking around here. Though it might. The ghost might be walking around here. The ghost is walking around here. Get this back on so that I can see. Is that front hall, that the entire main corridor is one long hall, so it being cold all the way back here would be because of a ghost walking around all the way up here. Or it could have just been a side effect of the breaker being off and it catching a bit of outside temps, because out here it is around 17, yeah, because it's sunrise. So like temperatures outside and inside aren't that different. Just wanna check how my sanity is not holding up. So it is not holding up really good. Just gonna recheck orbs. Okay, so that is the one I turned on. That is the outside. Now second floor left corridor. That might be the one I turned on before I turned off the breaker. This hasn't done much. Not seeing any lights turned on around here. Yeah, let me finish looking around upstairs. So I was looking at that corridor and then the breaker blew out and I got distracted. Pretty sure this one was me. That's turned on. Another really bad ghost room to get that would probably make me quit the investigation would be the science rooms. If I get the science rooms, I am almost as likely to Alt F4 as I am with getting the basketball court. What was that? Oh, it was the glare. It's the glare. Of course. Of course it was the glare. Why would it ever be anything but the glare? So either this is a very reserved ghost, or I've got absolutely no clue where it could be. Bathroom. Bathroom, oh sweet bathroom. Oh, I see you, ghost. I see you loud and clear. So that does not cover that corner. Now that we do know where the ghosty ghost is, let us ghosty get out of here. I've been worse, all things considered. Our sanity isn't even half bad, but we have lost. Let's reset ourselves. Like, we found the ghost room, let's start the real investigation. We lost 30 sanity, we get 30 sanity back. Now we're starting the actual investigation. I have to say, the only bad thing about Sunrise is that you can actually see the random distance of the game. But I don't mind that. Sunrise is beautiful, by the way, in this game. I get it. I like interacting. What was that? Why was there a second interaction? There you are. there you are. But maybe not. See, that checks out a lot. And it does mean I got really lucky with my sanity. Because if I had taken just a tiny bit longer to find the ghost, well, then the ghost would have found me. So, really thankful that was not the case. Because in this map, I wouldn't have had time to hide. Because that they would have been FAST. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with those. This was another rather short one, but that's fine. We've had our time with high school last week. Oh yeah, we can't. They're all smudged, victory smudged. So that's a thing. Relatively, we got evidence back to back to back, so.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Excuse me. Don't have my water with me, so I'm getting a little bit. Yeah. So, we are coming up on 2 hours of stream, so I don't feel bad ending stream here. This is my usual stream length. I don't think I've got the mental... I don't have the sanity to do full Sunny Meadows this stream. So this was a prison in Brownstone, when we did a perfect game on prison. That said perfect game almost made me have a little panic attack at the end. I haven't felt that way quite a while with this game. Mostly because usually I'm in control and I don't let hunts happen, but at that time, or when I do let hunts happen, it's because I want them to. And again, I'm in control. But in that game, in that map, I felt a little bit out of control. So that was different. That was good. Now, I'm not gonna do any more investigations. I did say Brownstone was gonna be our last game today. So just wanna talk a bit while we're here making time for the 2 hour. Obviously not gonna be talking for 10 minutes, but just wanna touch up a bit on stuff. So next couple of streams, obviously next Monday is gonna be good old Sunny Meadows. Probably might be just one Sunny Meadows Restricted, and then one large Sunny Meadows investigation. It honestly depends on how much time we spend on Sunny Meadows. I believe we spent, what, 40 minutes on prison, like we did a relatively fast Sunny Meadows Restricted game. It was, what, 20 minutes? Then Tanglewood was another 20 minutes. No, Tanglewood I think was only 10. so that's 30. Then this high school was 20 minutes, that's about an hour. So yeah, the other 40, 50 minutes were on prison. So I'm expecting Sunny Meadows to be taking either around that time, like the only reason prison did take that long was because we were trying to get up with the game. So I don't think that's gonna happen with Sunny Meadows. So yeah, Sunny Meadows, I'm expecting it to take an hour of investigation. So that will be one stream, essentially. Like one warm-up round and one Sunny Meadows and then one probably Tanglewood. It probably would be like here, with just one Tanglewood just to wind down and cry the stress out, essentially. So that's next Monday's stream. Now Wednesday. I do have a game lined out. I don't want to reveal it yet. It is a relatively old game. It is from 1998. Now, I've never actually played the game. I've never really even experienced the game through videos. Mostly through knowing it, like my experiences with this game is just knowing it exists, maybe watching one or two gameplay clips, and just general presence among the internet. That is my experience with this game. So it'll be if I'm able to stream Wednesday. Wednesdays unfortunately are a big question mark right now for me being able to stream. But if I can stream Wednesday, then it won't just be my first time playing this game. It'll essentially be my first time experiencing anything about this game. So, like, I haven't even touched it. Well, I have it ready to go, but I haven't even opened it. Like, OBS isn't configured to have it. So, like, that is stuff that I'll have to take care of. But if I'm able to stream Wednesday, then I think it's a game. I don't know if I'm gonna like playing the game, but it's not too out of stuff that I've played. See what happens. Now, Friday, Minecraft. So, I did say what the plans were at the end of the Minecraft stream last Friday. The plan was we go into the Nether, we go back home, and we get the subspace bubble achievement. Slight problem. I did check the coordinates. I am not far enough away from my home to be able to get the subspace bubble achievement. So we're gonna have to walk quite a bit of ways before we can actually think getting back home. And by walk I mean sail, because we hit an ocean. So yeah, the plan will be to get the subspace bubble achievement. So that's another one that's gonna be interesting. Right now I don't have any extra streams planned out. Have my free time a bit filled out with some personal projects, so... But yeah, if everything goes like how it's planned, Wednesday is gonna be a new game, well, not new, old game that I've never played, that I am gonna play. Friday, Minecraft, Subspace Bubble, we're gonna be walking in the Nether. Then next Monday, Sunny Meadows. So that is going to be it for now for me. I'll see you hopefully Wednesday. Peace.